Hi, I'm Josh Alexson with H.E. Williams. Today I'm going to walk you through troubleshooting your strip LED fixture so that you can get it back up and running as quickly as possible. I'll be demonstrating with our 75 fixture. The process is almost identical to our 76s as well as many of our other strips. We'll cover 3 possible situations and I'll show you exactly how to solve each one step by step. Throughout the video I will use these tools: a flathead screwdriver, a T20 driver bit, a 1/4-inch hex driver, and a drill. If the entire fixture isn't responding, no light at all, and it's been confirmed that power is being sent to the driver, the cause is most likely wiring issues or a faulty driver. First, I'll demonstrate how to check the wireway. Remove the wireway. Our 8-foot fixtures use 2 wireway covers, but only the wireway cover over the driver needs to be removed. For our 76s, simply find the label on the luminaire's exterior. The driver is usually on the far left side when you're looking at the label. For 75s, if you can view the top of the fixture, you can see where the screws holding the driver have been placed. If you can't see the top, simply open a cover and see if the driver is visible. If not, open the other cover and it will be there. To remove the wireway cover, use a flathead screwdriver to pry open the side of the fixture to release the tabs. The wireway cover will lift up and out. Inspect all wiring connections entering the driver. Look for anything loose or disconnected. The color of wires entering the driver's traps should match for the most part. Red wire goes to red, and so on. Separate from the driver, there are red and blue wires connected to a yellow ballast disconnect. Make sure polarity is correct. Red goes into black and blue goes into white. Find the wires that connect to the unlit board. Ensure they are fully plugged in. The red wire should be inserted into the trap with the red outline. If the connections were corrected, restore power and check if the fixture comes on. If it still won't light up correctly, contact your distributor for a replacement driver. You will need to find the fixture label so we can get you a replacement. For 75s, it's inside the fixture, and for 76s, it's usually on the exterior. When requesting a replacement, you can send a photo of the fixture label to your distributor so we can get you the correct driver. Please make sure the information below the line at the bottom is legible. Once the driver has arrived, follow these steps to replace it. First, we will remove the wiring from the existing driver. I'm going to use a small screwdriver to press the buttons down to release the wires. Next, remove the driver using a 1/4-inch hex driver. When you're unscrewing these, make sure the torque setting on your drill is low. Take the replacement driver and insert it into the fixture. Ensure that the black and white go towards the end of the fixture. And then replace the screw. Next, we'll replace the ballast disconnect, ensuring that black goes to black and white to white. And we'll replace the colored wires, ensuring that they all go to their appropriate color. And that's how you replace the driver. This is a less common situation, but it can happen. I'll show you how to replace an LED board. Please ensure the information at the bottom of the label is legible and take a picture of it to order a replacement. If you cannot find the label you need, remove the lens and take a picture of the LED board. The numbers on the screen should be visible. You can send your distributor a photo of your label or the board number so we can get you the board that you need. To remove the lens, first pop out the lens from under the 3 tabs on top of the wireway cover, and then slide it out in the opposite direction. Next, using the T20 bit on the drill, remove the screws holding the board in place. When you're unscrewing these, make sure the torque setting on your drill is low. And finally, unplug the board by lifting it up and rotating and pulling out the 2 wires. To replace the board, first we will plug the wires back in. Red is positive and blue is negative. Then slide the board under the LED clips on the wireway cover. And using the T20 bit again, screw the board back in place. After replacing the board, we will reinstall the wireway cover, making sure all the wiring is tucked underneath. Slide in the 2 tabs back into the slots. And then use your screwdriver to pry the opposite end out. Slide it back into place. After installing the wireway cover, we will reinstall the lens by sliding the edges back underneath the lens clips. It should snap back into place. We hope we got your light back up and running. If you've gone through these steps and the fixture still needs attention, contact our support team and we'd be happy to help.